It's a day called today. We're talking guitars and life. Well, guys, I don't know what just happened there. I was videoing, I was talking, we were hanging out. Life was good. I was showing you the binding of the guitar neck. We had a great time together, you and I looked over at my monitor, and for some reason, my camera had stopped filming. Who knows, man? Life is life. So, before I was so rudely interrupted by technology, I was saying I'm going to take some, probably some naphtha to the board and attempt to get this sticky off and or a razor blade. And I went to get my tape because you come to TED Talks Guitars and Life to watch me tape stuff. Oh man, it feels like all I ever do is tape stuff. But yeah, about that. He just took all that tape off and now he's putting it back on. Well, it was on a different part of the headstock. Thank you very much. So now I have to do up here. So I'm wondering, do I need to tape off the binding, or should I just ever so lightly sand this down? Let me do a little steel wool. Maybe that's a good idea. Maybe it's not. Hey, put it in the comments, guys. What would you do if you were me? It doesn't matter, man. You guys are going to be watching this so much later. I can't really, your comments aren't going to help me with this project, but your comments could help me with the next one. So please, 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 feel free, man. Tell me what you think. As I was saying in the other video, which I thought was recording, which apparently was not, when this airs, by the time this airs, I will have done my first live stream. Tuesday night live. I was going to call it Tuesdays with Ted, but like, there's a politician in Texas named Ted, and I think he has something like that, and I didn't want to be too unoriginal. But that said, hopefully we had a good time, and if we didn't, I will call it a test, and no one will know the difference. Now everybody will know the difference, man. I will own it like I do all things. So yeah, man, this headstock is just, I mean, I don't know what's going on. I'm just trying to clean it up. That's all I'm doing. And then I may or may not, I need to implement a destruction here. Let me just, okay. Well, so what I'm trying to ascertain at this point is what I'm going to do with the headstock, if anything. Option A is to just true oil this bad boy. Maybe clear coat it. The old aqua quote. Aqua. I'm going to edit that out, don't worry. He's not going to edit anything out. Well, I only edit the parts that are really repetitive. That's basically everything. Anyway, I don't know if I'm going to do the aqua coat or just go to true oil, but let me see if I can show this to you. Look at this. You see that weirdness right here? It's like, I don't know if that was glue or just mist when they stained it. So I don't even know if that's stainable. That's part of the challenge that I'm having, is there were a couple of spots on the neck itself that were just problematic, where I couldn't get the stain to stick. Sand as I did. So anyway, so I'm thinking about what am I going to do with this headstock. So I may attempt to tape off the binding and then experiment. So, in the spirit of experimentation and knowing how much everyone loves me to watch me tape stuff, let's just see if we could do that together. Yeah, man, I was telling stories, man. We had a great time, and then I looked over and my camera was not recording. But, you know, hey, maybe that's serendipitous, man. Who knows? I don't know. Well, it can't be that easy. Never is. Yeah, I got a little bit of stain on the binding on the sides of the neck. So I want to kind of do this a little bit more stoutly. Make sure the tape is really on there well. And that my lines are decent. If I have decent lines, I'll be okay. So I feel like I've got a little bit right there. Tricky, tricky corner, man. Corners are tricky. Corners are very, very tricky. I'm gonna go with that. I don't know, is that white? I can't really. And we will follow this procedure until we're done. You guys don't need to watch me do all this. I'm sure of that. I am sure of that, my friends. I can't believe that worked. He's surprised that it worked. Yeah, I am surprised that it worked. Wouldn't you be? I mean, you... We watch the channel. We know you don't know what... Yeah, I really don't know what I'm doing, so... But hey, that's the fun of it, right? I guess. I mean, I'm having fun. I hope you're having fun, man. I'm assuming you wouldn't be here if you didn't dig hanging out, so I don't feel compelled to convince you that hanging out was a good idea. You knew what you were getting yourselves into when you clicked on the button. Yeah. All right. Oh, man, that's just... But, oh, good goatee shot. That's the money shot. It is the money shot. It's for sure the truth. Okay. This is just so awkward. And again, when I want the stain to stick to the binding, it won't stick. When I don't want it on there, it's everywhere. So, you know, hey, what are you going to do? What are you going to do, Jack? Who's this Jack he's always talking to? Alright, let's see. Oh, yeah. Alright, that's probably close enough. Did he say close? I did. Look, you can't repeat everything I say, man. Oh, man, guys. Okay, guys, well, we have taped off the binding on the headstock, and now the consideration... Ooh, goatee shots. Bonus. Now, the question becomes, with what shall I do with this thing? Shall I attempt to sand it down and make it match the back of the neck? I don't feel like that's the right answer. Should I attempt to darken this just a tad? That's a possibility. Or should I just coat it? Again, I've steel wooled it, but you could see the scratches going across. You got this weird thing at the top. It's really not cool, and I don't know that it exactly matches the board anyway right now. So my wife thought it would be cool if this was black. So I wonder if we shouldn't just throw some black stain on here and see what happens. I think we should do that. I think we should. Now that'll look crazy, right? If my truss rod is brown and my headstock is black, will that look weird? It don't matter. We could throw some black stain in there. I think I'm going black here, guys. All right, let me get that set up. If you like this kind of content, why don't you like the video? Consider subscribing to the channel. Come back anytime and hang out with us at Ted Talks Guitars and Life. And now, let's get back to it. Okay, guys, this is probably the point in the program where I remind you that nothing that I do is prescriptive, just descriptive of my journey. Oh, there's the grandbaby. Oh no, honey, I just need a plastic straw, a throwaway straw. She's getting me a straw so I can stir stain. Yeah. I'm not gonna use that. I just had my little can opener doohickey. Oh, here we go. Here's a doohickey right here. One doohickey dessert. You know what I need, man? Oh, headshot. Oh, baby, can you get a blue? I got it. Thank you. Thank you, honey. Have a good day. Straw. Yep, grandbaby. Grandkids are the best, man. Grandkids are the best. You guys got grandkids, man? How's that working out for you? You got family? You got kids? Look, don't give your personal info out, man. I'm not asking for that. I'm just asking you. You got a family? You digging that, man? I tell you what, man. I dig being a grandfather, man. Oh, I don't know how to put a. This guy can't even put a glove on. Well, you know, it's harder than it looks. That's what I keep telling my wife when we watch baseball and, you know, sports, and somebody will mess something up. You know, they get a play wrong or whatever, and we'll be yelling at the TV, and I'll say, well, baby, it's probably harder than it looks. So, anyway, we'll see, man. We'll see what we got going on here, won't we? Oh, yuck. All right, well, yep. I need to stir stain. You don't need to watch it. Now, I am mostly concerned about doing this. However, we're going to do it. That looks pretty dark, man. Pretty dark. It's too much, isn't it? He's putting way too much stain on there. I don't know how much stain to put on here. Is there directions you could read? Not for this. Not as far as I know. I'm really rethinking the fact that I should have taped that fingerboard up before I did this. Yeah, that would have been a good plan. What were all these great suggestions before I started doing this? What I'm trying to do is just get it globbed on there. My intent in a minute is to wipe it all off and see what we got. And I'm using the brush because this has got major open pore situation. Major. It's way too much. Ah. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. See what I'm saying about, does that look black to you? No, it just looks really dark brown, doesn't it? Well, it looks darker when I look at, and I've got it laying like this, so this is almost level. Really should have taped that fingerboard up. You see this spot right here? Now, I don't know why that... It doesn't take stain or anything. It's like, I guess maybe glue? Just wipes right off. Stain application, apply, stain across, da-da-da. Do not let the stain dry before wiping excess. Second coat can be applied after 2 hours. Do not stain between coats. Okay. Well, that being the case, my friends, we will start a clock 2 hours. Huh. Wonder how that... I can't really tell. I can't really... Black? It looks black, right? It's really, really, really dark brown. Okay. Alright, okay. Okay, friends, this is 2 coats of black stain. Still looks kind of brownish, but you know what? I'm gonna go with that. I did put some black down here in the truss hole. Truss hole. Nope. I did put some black stain in the truss rod cavity as well. So we're gonna let this dry, and then we're gonna hit it with some True Oil or something. Maybe some clear coat. Who knows? We'll see. Well, my friends, it is not perfect, but we are on the way. We've got a good bead on the binding. And we have black headstock, kind of, sort of, maybe. Yeah, it's not perfect, guys, and it is drying still. But I intend just to keep after this a little bit. That looks really bad with the direct light. See if I can turn one of these off. That looks a little bit better, maybe. There you go. There's a good shot. But yeah, in the direct light, you see all the imperfections that I have on here. But again, nothing I do is ever going to be perfect. But that looks like a black headstock to me with, yeah, the really cool neck, and the binding looks pretty good. Good as I can get it for right now. So yeah, I will continue the journey and I will keep you posted. But we have a black headstock, and again, in the direct light, it's kind of ugly, but without the light, my friend will have to play in the dark. Yep, that ought to do it. On to the next thing. Well, as always, wherever you are in your guitar journey, I pray it's a long, smooth, safe, joy-filled ride for you, Jack. Rock on with your bad selves, everybody. We'll catch you down the road.